So today I wanted to talk about there we go. All right. Change. Let's talk about change. Well, change can be good, it can be bad. One thing change is it is inevitable. So the question is, when a change comes along, whether it's a change in your life, a change in the economy, a change in customers' habits, change in the field that you're in. For me, for instance, it's photography. So when a change comes along, whether it be good or bad, the question is, the real question, can you adapt? So adaptability is the key to survival, I think, in any industry that you're in. Take, for instance, when film photography became digital photography. So many of my photography friends were like, I'll never shoot digital. It's not the same. I'm not going to it, which is fine. Film photography is still photography. It's amazing. I myself am going back to shoot film for the experience of it because it's completely digital or different from digital. And I want that experience. I want that feel of particular cameras and the sounds they make, the images they produce. But if you didn't adapt to digital from film, can you imagine? Let's take, for instance, wedding photography. I can't imagine if when I was doing weddings, was shooting film versus digital. The expense alone of how many shots that I would take for the bride and groom. Now, could it have been done? Sure. Would there have been missed opportunities? Absolutely. Just strictly from the lack of frames of being able to capture everything I wanted to capture. That's a whole argument, I guess, but I'll be honest with you. I don't like the this versus this kind of arguments that much because film versus digital, there is no versus. If it's a good image, it doesn't matter how it was made. It's a good image. If it was a bad image, it doesn't matter if you took it with film or digital, it's a bad image. And that gets in the whole, argument of what is good, bad. And that's, anyway, change. That's what we're talking about. So, can you adapt? Can you adjust to change when it comes along in whatever field that you're in? So, not only do I think we need to be adaptable to change, I think we need to be the change makers. And what I mean by that is be the one that forces the change. So if you're the one bringing about the change in whatever you're doing, you're pushing your work, you're pushing yourself, you're getting out there and actually experimenting in whatever field you're in, whether if you're a painter or a photographer, whatever art that you're in, be the change. That way, you're forcing the adaptation. If you want to talk about this from a business perspective, if you're the one forcing the change, then you're forcing others to have to adapt. Now, from an artist perspective, not a business perspective, if you're the one pushing the change, you're growing. We talked about comfort zones in a previous video and how when you're in your comfort zone, you're not growing, and when you're in the growth zone, you're not comfortable. Same sort of thought here with change. And how making changes, whether it's in your life, in your equipment, and I'm not going to go down the whole rabbit hole with gear. People say gear doesn't matter. You kind of got to have a camera to take a photograph. Sort of a necessity. You kind of got to have a paintbrush. No, you don't. I just proved that wrong myself, actually, because I don't know if you guys saw some photos I posted recently of a couch that I painted. No paintbrush, just bottles of acrylic paint and a leaf blower. I actually am probably going to end up doing a video on that process because it was a lot of fun. Side note, I am not a painter. I am strictly a photographer, and that is my phone ringing because it always rings when I'm making a video. So I will get back to this person. Change. Be the change in your work. Be the change in your life. Be the change for other people. It might be good, it might be bad. We don't know till we try. Try things. Especially trying new, like me playing with paint in the studio. If you would have told me 5 years ago you're going to have paint in your studio and you're going to be practicing, I would have been like, you're crazy, man. I don't paint. I paint with light. I'm a photographer. Painting with paint, not my thing. But now that I've done it, played around with it, I'll be honest with you, it was a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to painting something else and just seeing what happens. So, yeah, just a thought today about change. And yeah, that's about as much special effects as you're going to get out of me. Sorry. And no, I didn't grow the beard specifically for this video, but I thought about it when I started to record, and I honestly went, oh, this would be funny. And, if you know me, I'm always in it for the funny. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about change and, whether it's a change in your life that comes along, know that no matter how drastic it is, if it's a bad change, if you have an economic downturn, like we've all had with the prices going up, none of us are making more money. Or if you are, leave how you did it in the comments, because I'd like to know. It's just adaptability. See it, understand what it is for what it is. Simply change. We're going to adapt to it. We're going to keep moving forward, whatever direction you want to go. I heard somebody say that if you fall on your face, it's still forward motion. The point is just to stay moving, like the person with the loud vehicle that just drove by. Just stay moving. This is incredible. And nothing ever happens. It's usually, I can hear a pin drop in this studio until I hit record on this camera, and then the whole world comes to life. It's change, and I'm just adapting with it by not stopping the video. See how that works? Anyway, thank you guys so much. I've had so many interactions lately with people here in the community of YouTube, and I'm really enjoying getting back into the swing of making videos. I'm not going to be like a very constant uploader. I have things that come to me, and I sit down, and I'm making myself hit the record button more often to sit here and put my thoughts down and share them with everybody and hope someone gets some value from them. And, just sort of going along with that. I recently did the studio tour. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was fun for me because a lot of times I'm here working alone, and I think I have a really fun space and I really enjoy it. And I like it because I can change it. See how that works? I can change it any way I want to. And that makes it fun. So change. Think about it. When you see change coming in your life, don't freak out. Accept it. Adapt. That's all you got to do. My saying is, every day I wake up, today the goal is not to be a dinosaur. Why? Because dinosaurs couldn't adapt. And we see what happened to those guys. So don't be a dinosaur. Embrace the change. Be the change. Thanks for joining me. See you on the next one.